The day you decide to do it is your lucky day. This is the story of Sri Jayajothi and how they decided to adopt the Japanese principles of 5S to boost their productivity and multifold their success.
Before 5S was implemented, things used to be in a kind of not in an order. We didn't know where things were. Our people didn't know where things were. Of course, we were giving quality. Otherwise, it's difficult. But that consistency was not there. We used to give quality with a lot of waste, with a lot of rejection. Sometimes we used to give a higher quality which was not even needed, fearing that it will be rejected. So after 5S, we know where things are. We know where the rejections come from. We know how to control our waste. And we started to move on from there.
Sri Jayajothi is a conglomerate producing yarns and fabrics, manned by a massive force of 3,000 earnest employees and has produced over 1 million spindles.
So we gave it a shot. We started with 5S. It took us about 4 to 5 years to get it implemented in the first plant, because 5S, we originally thought it was about housekeeping. We had to go beyond that and say it is some quality-oriented process. For example, in this plant, there are 400 people. We didn't want to do a show or something and saying, yes, we've started 5S and we finished 5S and get some certification and go off. We wanted all the 400 people to fully commit to 5S, and even if they take care of one small area inside the factory, their contribution should be there in that area. And we made sure they know all the 5S's, they implement it.
Having a count of over 150,000 spindles, close to 3,500 rotors, 11 looms, and being equipped with world-class machinery and computerized labs only means that a smooth workflow is not only preferred but mandated.
So as a group, we are the biggest spinners in India. As Jayajothi, we run about 150,000 spindles and about 3,500 rotors, spread across 5 plants, all in and around Virudhunagar district.
This regulated, monitored, and effective workflow at Sri Jayajothi has been possible by the 5S principles. These are Seiri, which means sorting, Seiton, meaning setting in order, Seiso, referring to shining, Seiketsu, which means standardizing, and Shitsuki, meaning sustaining.
So 5 is nothing but Seiri, Seiton, Seiso, Seiketsu, Shitsuki. The first letter SS na, this is called 5S.
Let's get into the depths of how they've applied these 5S principles in their manufacturing processes and all the benefits that have resulted out of it.
That's initial stage. I thought the 5S is a cosmetic tool, like that's a housekeeping tool. Once we started and realized, then only we know about this is the excellent value add system to the organization. Once we started the awareness program to the floor level employees, they are having a lot of hesitation to among them. So simply that what they feel, this is the additional workload. So then we give the motivations and give the reality and everything. Then once started and realized they are having a lot of confidence. They feel a lot of enthuse and involvement. We are measured in 3 things. One is business growth. The second is people growth. The third is system growth. The business growth, of course, a lot of benchmark in the industry we achieved. It's like our plant utilization increased from 96% to 99.6%. The store inventory from 1.6 crore to today 9 lakhs. The same way rejections. The rejection 1.6% to 0.2%. We are the highest productivity in the world. That means we are running the highest speed in the world.
Seiri, sorting. All worn out items are systematically identified from the process and the shop floor. The NVAs in the process are identified and eliminated appropriately. Damaged items are placed in a red tag area and are removed periodically.
We wanted to break the culture of this boss telling and the worker working. We wanted to move into a system-oriented organization. We saw some automobile companies like the TVS Group. We studied about TPM, Six Sigma, lean manufacturing, ISO and all that. But we found 5S is the stepping stone for everything. And it is 5 basic processes. And all the people around, we have about 3,000 workers working. And all of them are max 10th grade. So for them to understand a high level concept of TPM or LMP or TQM was difficult. So we thought we will start with 5S and make sure it is implemented with this full commitment and thorough knowledge.
Seton, setting in order. Items on the shop floor are arranged based on the frequency of use and by following the 3C concepts: can see, can take, can replace. This completely eliminates the time spent on searching for items and reduces the time in retrieving those items. Clear tags and markers on all items and areas make it very easy to pick and place items.
There will be ups and downs in business. Take for example in Jayajothi as a whole, after we started 5S, we went in for a wrong diversification or a very big diversification which we couldn't digest. So we had to sell off the diversification, and it was not a good time for Jayajothi. We had to bring back a lot of investment. We were on the verge of collapse. There were rumors going around saying the company is going to collapse. Is 5S necessary today? And things like that. We made one thing very clear. Even if the gate is going to be closed the next day, till the previous day, it is our duty to do 5S and keep it going. So that one thing made us going for quite some time in our lowest point in Jayajothi. That in fact helped us with a few people. Our suppliers had more confidence in us. Our bankers were more confident in us. So in fact that helped us a lot in revival of this company actually. Keep going, don't lose faith. In live Jayajothi's example, 14 years non-stop of 5S, we have seen a lot of miracles. Even in your lowest point, keep going. That is our one advice. And of course, the commitment from the top management. If you are committed, your next level is committed, your next rung of leaders is committed, then the department heads are committed, then the workers are committed. It's definitely not the other way around. It has to start from the top. That is another advice you can take.
Say so. Shining. Keeping the workflow clean encourages productivity and reduces breakdown caused by foreign substances. All machines, equipment and floors are systematically cleaned. An inspection of all machinery and equipment is carried out while cleaning. Leak points and spill points in the machinery are identified and eliminated through a process called CAPA.
One way to measure is the attrition rate. Yes, we do have attrition rate, but it's much lesser compared to the industry standards. People love the work which they are doing, so they have the benefits. They feel less stressed. The hurriness is slowed down. People get happiness in their workplace. So they said they are able to implement it in their lives. So they are proud about the work they do. In fact, now we've started a program in which a worker can bring a family member and show them the place. So the family member is so much impressed about the workplace. So these are all the additional benefits other than the productivity improvement side.
Seiketsu. Standardize. A strong structure has been established at Sri Jayajothi, where the first 3 S practices are very stringently followed. There are visual controls such as pictures and charts that ensure that variability doesn't exist and accidents are wholly prevented. Checkpoints and standards of operation help in sustainability of the process that in turn leads to better output.
Even in our kitchen, in our house, we make sure we implement 5S to a good level. We've been practicing implementing 5S. Everybody runs around, everybody is shortage of space and time. 2 things people always crib about, always keep searching. In fact, in one of the videos, we have the lady of the house searching for something. Then only we found out that she's searching for her own baby. So, so if you don't implement 5S in your workplace, it's again chaotic. everywhere. Implementing 5S, you save a lot of time, you save a lot of space, which are two essential things in your life.
Shitsuke, sustain. All processes work in perfect harmony, thanks to the sustenance of these practices. At Sri Jayajothi, training and self-audits are carried out periodically, which help in improving the culture of discipline. There are multiple avenues where people are encouraged to be involved in improving the organization and adopt a sense of belonging.
We had a difficulty of a mindset change in some older people. Some people said, I've been in this company for 39 years. I just have one more year of service. Should I really do it or not? But we made sure he does it, he gets the benefit, his contribution is there in 5S, and his name is kind of etched in his department, and we started going.
All participating employees are continually encouraged through a thorough recognition and reward system. Implementing these 5S principles have fetched the organization great benefits. The space on the shop floor is being utilized effectively. Inventory is highly reduced. There is an incoming revenue through the disposal of red tag items. Breakdown in operations is effectively zero. Cycle time is reduced due to the removal of NVAs. And the documents and records on the shop floor are quicker to retrieve.
Fearing quality, we used to reduce our productivity. So all that is gone now. It's been about 14-15 years since we implemented 5S. To give you a rough figure, we were at about 95, they call it grams per spindle, GPS. We found it difficult or a tough benchmark to achieve 95. But now easily we achieve 125. We have no fear about even breaking or going to the next step. That's the main thing. We say quality and productivity go hand in hand. So that's the main benefit of 5S. We have no fear of breaking. Even our machinery suppliers, they say, enough, 125 is enough, that is the maximum. But we convince them saying, we will take guarantee of your machine. Let's break the 125 and see what happens. And we ask them to move ahead with that.
Sri Jayajothi is the pioneer of 5S, bringing forth a concept that had never been implemented in the textile industry. They have backed the Model Company Award for 5S along with the Lean Platinum Award, boosting their total award list to a whopping 187 in multiple fields.
We found out that there is this organization called ABK-AOTS. They are affiliated to the Japanese Council. So they conduct a special award ceremony for the textile companies. There we got this Excellence Award after 3-4 years of implementation in this plant. We started with an Excellence Award. Then they told us it is not enough to get this Excellence Award. We got the Platinum Award the first time. They said you need to go to the next step. They again warned us, a lot of companies start 5S, 4-5 years they go, then the system collapses, they don't sustain. So they again gave an award called Sustenance Award. So we bagged that award as well. So they said companies don't sustain, they fall after the Sustain Award. It has to be my company. Every worker has to feel it as my company, my mission. So that is how a model company evolves. So we applied for this Model Company Award as well. So we were the first company to get this Model Company Award. Even today, one of our group companies hold the highest marks in the Model Company. It is about 907 out of 1000. Even the automobile companies don't match this score. So we went for that award. Then CIA, Confederation of Indian Industries, they started this process. There also we got this 5S award. They brought forward this award called LMP, which is called Lean Manufacturing Practices. TPM is more for automobile companies where it doesn't suit us much. So we thought we'll apply for this LMP award. That within a year, we were able to implement LMP and we got the Platinum Award this year. So our next aim is to get this LMP in all our units, all the 5 units. And then maybe later dates, go for the Deming Award, go for higher awards like that.
Let's congratulate Sri Jayajothi on pulling off this implementation in impeccable style and inspiring us to go forth and use it in our organizations and personal lives.